Hello. Welcome to our next GK beginning band video. We're going to continue our work on the clarinet by playing the top of page 9, numbers 23, 24, 25, and 26. We're working on mastery of 5 notes, C through G. C, D, E, F, and G. In a variety of songs that we're playing. We've got some new terminology to work on today. If you'll look at the top of the page, you'll see those terms, and we'll bring them up as we go. The first song we're going to play is Merrily We Roll Along. This uses all 5 of the notes that we play. Actually, I was a bit mistaken. We're not going to play the F, but we're going to go from E to G in measure 4. At the end of Merrily We Roll Along, you'll notice that we have a repeat sign. That's a double bar line and 2 dots around the 3rd line. The repeat sign means that we'll repeat from the beginning, and that's just what we'll do. I'll play the last note on the C, I'll rest for 2 counts because that's what it says to do, and then I'll go back to the beginning and play the entire thing again. Merrily we roll along. 1, 2, ready. Be a good time to point out that your student is going to be working on coordinating a couple things here. One, they're going to be coordinating movement of more than 1 finger at a time. For instance, we go to the E, the G. So both fingers have to move at the same time to avoid this. Okay? The other thing they're going to coordinate is the tongue and the fingers. If I tongue the note before I move the fingers, I'm going to get that kind of a sound. Yeah, I need to move the fingers exactly when I tongue the note. That way I don't get a little extra note in there. Number 24, Lightly Row, is a duet, much in the style of the song we did a couple of pages ago, 2 for the Show. It's a duet. You'll be playing different notes at different times. The rhythm is very similar. In fact, I believe the rhythm is exact. You'll be playing different notes. When I play line A, you can play line A with me a couple times, and then go back and play line B while I play line A. And they do the same thing when I play line B. Practice a few times with me and then go back and play line A. And you get a duet type of sound. When we play Lightly Row, we need to pay attention to the very last note. Over the very last note, which is a C for both instruments, in the duet, you have a dot and a curved line over the dot. This is called a fermata. The fermata means to hold the note or rest a little longer than its usual value. When a director is conducting a large band, they will hold and they will cut everyone off at the same time. That's how they interpret the fermata. When individual players play the fermata, they just hold it a little longer than usual. I will now play number 24, line A of Lightly Row. 1, 2, ready. Notice I held it a little longer than the 2 counts that it was marked for because of the fermata. I will now play line B. Notice that in line A we started on G, no fingers. Now we're starting on E, thumb and first finger. 1, 2, ready. number 25, One Step at a Time, we're going to be performing what composers would call a sequence. That means we're going to play a specific pattern, and we're going to keep that pattern, only we're going to start it on different notes. In number 25, you'll notice we start with the C and go C, D, E, D, C. We'll play the same pattern, only we'll start on the D. D, E, F, E, D. We'll then move to E, F, G, F, E. And finally, we'll finish by breaking the sequence and playing G, F, E, D, C. Kind of like we did in number 22 for the last two measures. Notice there's a fermata over the C. We're going to play number 25, one step at a time. Make sure you count the half rest, which is worth 2 counts. 1, 2, ready. 3. 3. 3. On number 26, Good King Wenceslas, we're learning a traditional English Christmas carol, and we're going to be learning the terms solo, soli, and tutti. When you play a solo, that means one person is playing. When you have a soli, that means the entire section, say the clarinets or the trumpets, would play. And when you play a tutti section, that means everyone is playing. In Good King Wenceslas, you're playing a solo or a soli, depending on the group, for the first 2 measures, tutti for 2 measures, which means everyone plays. Back to a solo or soli for 2 more measures, and the final 2 measures are tutti. For now, I'm going to play all the way through, and I want the students to work all the way through. When we meet as a big group or smaller ensembles, we'll work on playing solos or soli sections. But right now, let's play the whole thing. Number 26, Good King Wenceslas. 1, 2, ready. You notice a slight mistake was made in the 3rd measure. I'm going to go back, I'm going to try to fix that. If your student makes a mistake while they're playing through, they should continue to play through if they can. If they're having trouble after they play it all the way through, they should isolate the part where they made the mistake. In my case, it was measures 3 and 4. And I might try it again. Remember, practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect. What that means is that we want to try to play it correctly, and at that point then we can increase speed and go over it 3 or 4 times. So make sure that the student is playing everything correctly, and once they do, they can put things together, play things 3 times. If they're having trouble making articulations, have them take a step back and play with just the mouthpiece and the barrel to get that sound that we want. We want a tu sound and not a foo sound. Tu, not foo. That's 23, 24, 25, and 26 on the top of page 9. Have fun practicing this week.